Points in the paint, the significant stat after 20 minutes of play. Bradley outscoring Loyola 18-10 in that category as we're underway with the Ramblers getting the first possession of the second half.
Kickball violation that'll stay down here with Loyola.
And on cue, they ran Johnson off a little curl and tried to get to the basket, just like you said, Joey.
Yeah, and we'll see they're inbounding it down low. We'll see if they pop it out and try something from the perimeter here. Looks like they might, and they will.
O'Connor off the mark with the three. Capable shooter from out there, 33%er on the year.
That would have been huge for Loyola if it had fallen. That might sound like an obvious remark, but you know, that poor shooting first half, if they could have come out with a three, Ramblers have all the momentum in the world.
Petrie somehow got it to Nyjah White, who was all alone on the block.
Yeah, Nyjah White now with 15 on the afternoon, leads all scorers. And you know, you focus on Hawk and Petrie, but that opens up Nyjah White, and she can be lethal.
O'Connor wide open for three, and this time it goes down.
And as we've talked about ad nauseum, that could be the spark Loyola needs. They've got to string it together with a couple good possessions, though. That 1-3 alone, not quite enough to get them back in there. But defensive stand here, maybe some points on the other end. Looking at a whole new ball game.
Third three of the afternoon for the Ramblers. They hit just two in the first meeting against this Bradley team. Brackman was bumped. She had a significant size advantage on Alexis Meyer and went right at her.
And they'll, of course, call that on the floor here. As we've said, the mentality for Loyola is there. It's prevalent. Got in there a little too much contact right there, but they're trying. Nearly came away with a steal right there.
Wallace, the first to three this afternoon, the lone player in the ball game with 3 personal fouls.
Gallinopoulos back on the floor for Loyola.
Petrie cut off. She'll pull it up instead, missed it long. And down to a knee to grab it, Jayla Johnson.
See if they tried to feed Gallinopoulos here. They won't.
Rice elevates over Nyjah White. The lead is down to single digits.
Ramblers hide out of the gates here. Quick note about Gallinopoulos, 2 for 4 from the field in the first half. That was still good enough to lead the Ramblers in field goal percentage.
And 5 points off the bench for Gallinopoulos. That is her season average, so certainly on pace. Here's a long 2, and nothing but nylon for Chelsea Brackman.
Well, if you enjoy the mid-range jumper, we've got a good one for you right now on ESPN 3.
We've seen a lot of them fall here early. Aggressive hedge by Brackman, and the Ramblers capitalize. Meyer the basket.
That was a perfect feed and a better finish from Alexis Meyer. With some contact, took it up strong down low.
Koenig, too strong. Ramblers on the run the other way, and Laisha Petrie says no.
One of my favorite expressions. Sent her to bed without any dinner after that block. How about that one? Authoritative.
I've never heard that one.
I was listening to, I think it was Nuggets Trailblazers on the radio one night, Sirius XM, and I heard the Blazers guy break that one out. Maybe, I think it was Lakers Blazers. Irrelevant.
Look at you listening to traditional radio.
Oh, yeah. With my Sirius subscription, I try to catch all sorts of games from around the league. You know, hear the teams, hear the guys calling them.
Never know what you might pick up on as White, little over-aggressive, earns the foul.
Yeah, it's always tricky, you know, or not tricky, that's not the right word at all, but, you know, I tuned into the end of a Nuggets-Pacers game. Pacers were putting it on the Nuggets, and Nuggets guys weren't too happy about that.
O'Connor tiptoed the baseline, got to the rim to earn 2 free throws.
Yeah, and O'Connor, the player we highlighted in the open, take a look here. Yep. Brackman did catch some arm there. Good call. First free throw no good from O'Connor, pardon me, but the mentality is there. As I've said time and time again, they're taking it to the rack and really doing a great job here in the last 8 or so minutes of game time, dating back to the first half, of getting to the free throw line and getting physical down in the low post.
Petrie got all the way in, too strong, but another crack at it. Koenig tees up the three, and second chance points. 3 of them there for Bradley.
And Tatum Koenig not afraid of the clutch shot.
Loose on the floor, a skirmish, and a tie-up with the possession arrow favoring Bradley.
So now Bradley's got it back to 10 here. And I'm curious to see what Coach Gorski draws up for Bradley here. Do they attack down low, or do they go for the 3? It wouldn't be a dagger with this much time left, but it would really go a long way towards putting Bradley back in the driver's seat. Should they like to attack from the perimeter, we'll see.
Tried to run Hawk free off a screen. Petrie will pull it up.
And if that had fallen, I think the momentum would have shifted drastically, but here Loyola can cut it back to single digits. And they'll attack down low, I would figure, as they've done here the last couple possessions.
Here's a freshman, Hofling. Off the window. Went right at Brackman. Well done.
Nice job by Hofling. Flung it up there, a little turnaround jumper.
Hofling just a smidge over 6 minutes per game. She's more of a deep reserve, but got to use everybody today after playing double overtime just 2 nights ago. On the other end, Hofling gets tagged with the foul.
Well, and in this Missouri Valley Conference, Cody, you know as well as I do, you've got to have a deep roster to contend well into March. You know, we're getting to that point in the season where your starters, they might be gassed to some extent, you know, playing the grind that is this conference, especially with what Loyola has dealt with this weekend over in Normal. So the bench output for Loyola has really been strong here midway through the third.
Brackman 2 for 2 at the line. Lead balloons back to 10. Loyola has not led since they held a 6-5 advantage. 5 minutes in the game. That's going to be an illegal screen on Gallinopoulos. So Kate Octor animated after that call. Octor in her 4th season at the helm of the Loyola Ramblers. In her first year, Joey, the program went just 2-28. So Octor came over from Xavier University, but she preached the process. She said they're much more fundamental in practice. They go over all the pivots and dribbling and some of the little things. And that's what's made them successful. She's turned Loyola into a very formidable program here in the Valley. They're 15-8 on the season, but they do trail here midway through the third.